Hi, this video will be about helping you find the right marriage partner one day. I think to begin with, always remember that marriage is an intelligent decision, not an emotional one. You need to look at the objective facts about the individual that you're dating as a future spouse one day. Now, that doesn't mean that you should not certainly have a healthy emotional chemistry with that person and be physically attracted to them. But I always jokingly say that after the age of 50, we all look the same, and what's going to count are those objective facts about that individual. Now, one way to do that is to write down 15 qualities that you want in a healthy spouse and 5 intolerable flaws or deal breakers that you want to avoid. It's the intolerable flaws and the deal breakers that will often lead to divorce and break up a marriage one day. So anger, addictions, alcoholism, selfishness, manipulation, being exploitive, being controlling, those are intolerable flaws, and you're going to have your own list. And once you start dating, you're going to need to compare that individual to the 15 qualities and the intolerable flaws that you've written down. But you also need to possess those qualities, and you also need to avoid those intolerable flaws. In that regard, make sure that you do not date an individual who promises to change after the marriage. An individual after marriage is to a greater degree what they were before marriage. And make sure you date an individual who is happy individually, content with life, has healthy self-worth, because 2 happy individuals make a happy marriage. It takes 1 unhappy individual to break up a marriage. So it's 2 to make it, 1 to break it. And make sure you date an individual 12 months before getting engaged. That's what pretty much the research says is a healthy length of time, so you can go through fall, winter, spring, and summer and assess that individual. And then think about your expectations. They need to be realistic, but what about similar interests, hobbies, how you'll spend time together, vacations, church, your faith, how often will you worship? What about your prayer life in the home? Are you going to pray before meals? All of those are important to consider, and think about expectations that you believe lead to a happy marriage, and especially make sure you're on the same page politically. I've seen a lot of couples that have heartache and heartburn because both spouses have differing political perspectives. And then finally, make sure you seek the input of your family and friends. Your family and friends love you, care for you, and they often are the best assessors and evaluators of the individual that you might be considering for a future marriage partner one day. I hope these ideas were helpful. God's richest blessings upon your life.